I've tried too much Mountain Dwarf. It's not working. Um, I think that no matter what I do, it's not gonna work. At least this time I've made sure that my my microphone was properly working, you know? So earlier today I didn't mention it, but there was a trailer for Rift Wizard 3 yesterday. I don't like how it looks. I also like the targeter was wrong. It was the messed up targeter from Rift Wizard 1. Those were the things that I saw most superficially. Um, a little bit disappointing, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna play that one. I don't know if I should ask for a free copy like I did with Rift Wizard 2. Um, I probably shouldn't, and I probably shouldn't play that game at all. Dream Shard Necklace. Um, I guess I should put it on. It absorbs a single lethal wound into itself, holding its wearer just short of death and releasing dream creatures to guard them. Might as well. It's the closest thing this game has to an amulet of life saving. It's not as good as an amulet of life saving from NetHack. Troll is so ridiculously overpowered in the early game. Like in the first 6 floors, maybe 5 floors, it's the most busted, insane thing. You hit so hard, you hit so accurately, you hit so quickly. Um, you have so much HP, you have regen, but the more the game goes on, the more the weaknesses of the troll start to become apparent. The lack of armor class, the lack of enchantment, you cannot enchant your claws. So accuracy is not that much of a problem early on, but I do think it's a bit more concerning as the game progresses. But you still hit so hard so early, it's insane. Shadow skills. Okay, so I could go Gosag and buy those and win the game. Um, or rather, I should say not win the game, but be in a position where I should win the game. Um, if I was playing well, but I'm not really doing well at all in this tournament, and I don't think it's gonna magically change. Um, no Gozag in the temple. There is Okawaru. Yeah, I was really thinking about it, but like about waiting for Gozag or going for the Faded Altar. The Faded Altar had the Shining One, Beog, and Ignis, all three of which are actually super good. Mm. I am going to start training shapeshifting so I can make use of this Quill Talisman. You put on the talisman? You don't apply the talisman? Weird. It requires at least 12 skill to properly make use of this Maw talisman. I want that. I heard that it is pretty good. There is a Gosag altar, so I should have waited a little bit for the Gosag altar. But then again, I just got Maw talisman. So I might just not go armor and just hope for a good talisman. That is a bit worrisome. I think I can win. I should probably only fight this guy. There we go. Not a lot of characters can have a troll on d5. In fact, I would even go as far as to say most characters cannot do that. Okay, so Eustachio or any monster with summon minor demon, summoning a druid is actually super scary. It's wild. Scarab Talisman, Sun Scarab, burns enemies. No, it doesn't. Transforms the wearer into a Sun Scarab that carries around a mode of seeing heat and light outside itself. Okay, pretty strange. I don't think I want to use it. Some of these talismans make me really puzzled as to which kind of character wants to use that. HP minus 38%. That's really not good. It's the year of Okawaru. You think? Okay, that is for mages. Yeah, as I said earlier, some of these are very strange. I played him both times you watched today. Yeah. All right. I wasn't in that bad of a position because I had the Dream Shard necklace, but it's still valuable to be wasted this early in the game, right? I was like, why is my attack delay bad? But it's because I'm using a kite shield. Hey, robustness! And you discover slightly more artifacts. You like Drogo over Okawaru? Oh, Okawaru is really, really, really good for any character that wants to go for unarmed combat, because Hero is effectively +5 slaying. Like it's got all the benefits that Hero normally has, but on top of that, since the damage of unarmed combat scales with the skill that you have in unarmed combat much harder than it does for other skills, um, it makes you deal more damage every time you use Hero. Finesse, like Hero Finesse in general, is completely fantastic as a worshipper of Okawaru as an unarmed combat character. Um, you hit super hard and you hit super quickly and you hit really accurately. Um, very good, very good. And yeah, this character, like I do believe that choosing to use a weapon as a troll is a terrible idea. It's like the kind of thing that people do to lose the game. You take 8 damage. You know what? I will accept that. It does mesmerize you, which is really scary, getting constantly mesmerized. I wonder if that's gonna kill me at some point. Well, this is very annoying. I wish I hadn't been hit for 39 there. Before getting hit for 39, I thought I was fine. That is very convenient. Troll letter. That is very good to have. Troll letter is going to stack up the regen. Like now I have 2 regen per turn, 195. Pretty good stuff. Ring of protection I can buy. I should go buy that right now. Yep. I like the idea of going to 7 armor class when I have 3, you know, especially as a melee character. Shadow Dragon armor, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to use that, believe it or not, because of talismans are really good on troll, right? So it all depends on whether or not I find the statue form talisman or the dragon form talisman or one of the ones that are actually really good. Um, If I do, then I will use that instead of using armor. Ugh. Ugh, look at this. This is actually disgusting. And now I have lag. Okay. Jeez. Disappointing. But what is there to be surprised, really? It's troll. If you are in a position where you have the possibility of taking a lot of damage, chances are real good that you're gonna take a lot of damage. Erolcha. Okay, that's lucky. That's exactly what I wanted. What's your chance to kill me? 17. Okay, fortunately I don't get killed by Erolcha. So Mob form eats things and then I heal a little bit from whatever I eat. The form also has an attack that makes that deals crazy damage. Bite damage 28. Yes, and I don't even have the minimum amount of skill required to use this without penalty. 28. It unfortunately doesn't work on death, of course, only on living things. So these vampire mosquitoes do not heal me, but these bees do. Yeah, and the way the heal works is not like a burst of healing. Um, it is a lot of regen over time, which goes well with my character being that I'm a troll and I have regen over time from many sources. Lucky, the +0 robe was actually the +1 robe of trial and error. That mutation is very funny. Tower shield. Tower shields are okay. I wonder if I should put on a ring of or put on a tower shield. Okay. Gold scales. Why are they +0 though? I think I'll grab the Hat of Slaying. Yep. The unfortunate reality is that we are not equipping +0 gold scales. Not on a character that has access to +6 shadow scales and also is likely to just go talismans anyway. I am a bit deeper into the dungeon than I should be. That is so crazy. Yep, that is so crazy. I was not as terrified as I should have been because I have Dream Shard Necklace, But once again, the earlier I use it, the more not worth it's going to be. I'm just gonna get into another ridiculous situation and die immediately after using it if I use it in the early game. Um, So I want to train more shape shifting, of course, but I need to get finesse reliably usable. It's too important not to have access to it. I feel crazy powerful. Like I hit so hard. I do not like how this is looking. Okay, right now I have 3.68 regen per turn because I was digesting. Solar One, Death Yaks, and Catoblepai, huh? I remember when those used to be pretty much exclusively in Lersent. A Sanguine Talisman. 17 skill. It turns you into a vampire. I take it that it makes you an undead. Slay stealthily. Even turn those they slay stealthily into vampiric thralls, but do not heal in the presence of monsters. At a great effort, they may scatter into a swarm of bats, either to flee or to assail their enemies. Okay, cool stuff. I don't think I'm gonna use it. There's the Death Yaks. Thralls are so strong, but they're so fragile. The more the game goes on, the more obvious it becomes. Does Vampire make you Torment immune? I actually do not know. All the vampires have all the old vampires had multiple modes. The most undead of which did make you immune to torment, and old vampires, the ones that were just removed, also have two modes. One of which did make you torment immune. That's crazy. I just missed like 7 times in a row and went from full HP to almost dead. Classic. Classic dungeon crawlstone soup. Never changes. I don't know if this vampire talisman makes you immune to torment. If it doesn't, it's super whack because I bet it also like it gives you all the downsides from being undead, but it doesn't give you the upsides of being undead. I bet that's how it is. So many death yaks. Very spooky thing to be fighting against, even as a very powerful troll. You've used Lightning Form and Lich Form, those were both good. Haven't tried Vampire or Werewolf. There is a Werewolf form, yeah. But that's like an early game thing, isn't it? Row of Folly. Oh, this item is so fun. If you have never used Folly Robe, if you're a mage, this is like the ultimate, most powerful mage item that exists in this game. It's very, very funny because it gives you so much mana and it gives you so much damage. But if you are in a position where you are going to be hexed, you will explode and die immediately. And there is not a lot to do about it other than not being in that position in the first place. So yeah, I've had a mage win with that and go through the entirety of extended wearing it. It's very strong, but it is very not friendly towards making a mistake. It does, however, make it difficult for you to make a mistake. It just pretty much guarantees that you're gonna die if you make a mistake. Um, decisions. I guess I'll just train those three. I don't like how this is looking. I have no idea what is making these things revive as a simulacra. You looked up Vamp form. 2 pips of resistance to negative cold resistance and 50% torment resistance. You do have the undead weaknesses. Yeah, there you go. Um, when you kill Pharaoh Ant. Ah, there was a Pharaoh Ant. I mean, why was there a Pharaoh Ant in Lair 3? I think I got Spider. Spider sucks. Spider shouldn't exist. Oh, we found blinking. I have one. Yep, there it is, a spider. And there is a lag spike, but we should be okay. Blade Talisman. Um, jellyfish polyp, stinging tendrils, and it melts your helmet and cloak. Okay, poison and stone. Cool, but I think it's not as good as what I currently have. Blade Talisman. Rapid auxiliary melee attacks, parry blows. Effectiveness of body armor. Shapeshifting still mitigates the effects. Okay, at 25 skill, it still reduces your armor class a little bit, but it increases. Like the damage is pretty good, and you get shield too. 12 shield. Mm, that seems okay. If I'm going to commit to wearing armor, I guess I would use blade form. Um, but if I don't, if I get another talisman, like a dragon form talisman or so, that's what I would use. I am deleting most things, not everything, but I'm deleting most things. Like, look at that. I literally just one-shot Josephine. You chomp Josephine. How much damage does it deal? More. 31. And at 20 skill, it deals 37 damage. Yeah, so much damage. Okay, claws chop off Hydra heads. I don't have potions of 3. This is gonna be annoying. I have rock, I suppose. Okay, that was scary. I would have preferred not to take on that Hydra, but yeah. I wish Troll Claws didn't chop off Hydra heads. I wish Hydras didn't exist in this game. So yeah, Rift Wizard 3. Is it worth it to carry a two-handed blunt weapon for that? Oh no. What should be done? My options are often wands, throwables, yeah, or potion of 3. And if I happen to have magic for some crackhead reason, then magic, I suppose. But you should not be a spellcaster if you are a troll. Not even as a joke. Oh boy. The mesmerize effect is making me quite concerned. Like this feels really strong, but I feel like there will be a moment where that mesmerize effect will kill me. Um, the thing is, will I pivot away from Maw form before? And the answer is probably yes, since we have just gotten Dragon form. Um, I'm going to focus on shapeshifting so I can get Dragon form castable. 17 is what I need for Dragon form, and it's gonna make me deal so much damage. It's gonna be very fun. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't melee this thing. Hero Finesse, throw rock, gets the job done. Um, yeah, rocks deal a lot of damage even if you don't have any throwing skill. But Hero makes me have a little bit of throwing skill, and Finesse makes me throw them substantially faster than I would otherwise. So Hero Finesse throw rock is also a very valid way to handle Hydras specifically. I should take this opportunity to reposition before I get mesmerized by something else in there while surrounded by enemies. I should Hero Finesse this. I should Hero Finesse Might this. How much or how penalized I am for turning on this thing right now? HP plus 8. UC base damage plus 4. Okay, that's a real penalty. UC base damage plus 4. You will also take a lot of damage because for some reason melee takes absurd amounts of damage along with being a troll with little defenses, yeah. But I'm a dragon, so as long as, like, if I fight things one-on-one, I win. Dragon form troll is just in a one-on-one fight, always bet on Dragon Form Troll. It's like having Firestorm on the quiver as a deep elf, except that you are melee ranged instead of being full screen ranged. Um, it is pretty much the same. Like you will kill things in one or two actions. You hit that hard, but the thing is, when one or two actions is not enough to clear the screen of enemies, using more right now is Seth to switch for Dragon. Seth 2 to switch for Dragon. Yeah, like I mean, it really doesn't make any sense because we're hitting the peak of value of Maw form. So we will wait until later. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's kind of bad. Um, yeah, that's very bad. I'm gonna re-teleport because that could kill me. Very lucky teleport. Didn't place me in front of any enemies. Um, it's gonna blow me apart. Yeah, it's gonna make me separate into different atoms. So I don't want to have that happen. Um, oh no, I feel like I also shouldn't be here. Okay, miraculously, I completely sweep the floor with all of these guys. I think I may have overestimated the danger that they posed. I'm really enjoying these slimes. No, not really. I wish they weren't destroying me the way they are. That's a great thing. Oof, it's so good, but it's not what we need or want. But it is so good. Oh man. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh jeez. That's a busted ring. That ring is so good. I think we take off the ring of strength for it. I don't think we can use a ring of strength when presented with that ring. Like the problem is the dexterity loss. Now I have 5 dexterity. On a character with no armor class, that is going to be a bit of a concern because that means also no evasion. Not that I would have a lot of evasion anyway, being a troll. 16 shapeshifting. We're close to the point where I should go into dragon form. Um, I wonder if dragon form is also going to just be another stepping stone, and I should like get another. Um, oh, this is not it. Hero finesse. Okay, this is killing me. Explosion wand. Yay. Yeah, I think that's the entrance to vaults. I am pretty sure that's the entrance to vaults. Dragon tanks your evasion. Yes, it does, but it gives me more armor class, or like no more HP and more armor class to compensate. Not to mention the whole I am going to blow things up um, thing as well. I'm gonna read magic mapping. I don't want to lose it. This is the entrance to vaults, and I'm pretty sure this is okay. Wow. Okay. I wonder. This form doesn't meld anything, does it? It doesn't meld anything. I just got loot that is this garbage. Oh no. Hmm. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, is it worth it to go through one of these to try to see if the Minotaur has something good for me? I don't know. Let's see what we got. Troll and armed combat the experience potion. Oh, okay, that could be an experience potion. You're right. Yeah, what if Minotaur has another sick ring? Okay, and I don't have to fight a Balrog. Randall globes. Oh man, I wish I could indulge in the Randall globes. Um, yeah, I have fire resistance, so I think we should be fine. Arcanist. Okay, Petrify is not banishment, so we can do this. This should not be difficult at all. It turns out it was not a potion of experience, but it's fine. I am wearing the fire resistance. Yep. I haven't even looked at the weapons because you know how it is. I'm a troll. I believe that using a weapon is a mistake. Dexterity. Man, if I could wear gloves. But if wearing those gloves could reduce my armor class quite a bit. Or like not my armor class, my damage output. Yep. I don't know what that Large Tank of Rebuke is. But I do know the game is lagging. The game is lagging in my console quite a bit. Rebuke. It shields aware if the last action was a melee attack plus 10 shield, and redirects block melee attacks to other nearby enemies. That's really strong, but we don't care. We don't care because it's a weapon. Scroll of Linking, that's automatically worth it. Entangle? What do you mean entangle? It sometimes constricts those it attacks with binds. Huh. Yeah, you know what? I got a Scroll of Linking out of this, so I would say it was worth it. The time has come. Look at that. More armor class, motivation, um, more HP, a lot of HP. Um, did I get motivation actually? I think I did, but I'm not sure. Um, less willpower. Breath weapon has some charges. Jorgrun gets completely obliterated. Got plus unarmed combat. My damage rating with unarmed combat is 59. Base 16 plus 12 unarmed combat. So 16 base from dragon form. That's not bad. And at some point I will get 16.2. I cannot throw things in dragon form, but I mean, who cares? I'm a dragon. I hit so hard. And I also have the breath weapon. So why would I even need to throw stuff? Okay, breath weapon. Multi-hued destruction. Want to finish off the thing because dragon form melee still chops off Hydra heads. Brand weapon, who cares? Berserk. So I have the breath weapon of the Serpent of Hell. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's scary. Please die. Please die. Okay, thank you. It turns out that Azrael is not that scary when you have 250 HP. The main concern that Azrael presents is the damage that goes to your max HP. Like it checks your max HP, it doesn't check your defenses or anything, and it turns out that I have a lot of that. Because not only am I a troll, I also have robust. I got that way earlier in the game because I had a bad mutation that I got from random drinking mutation, and then I drank more mutation, and I got that, and I was like, okay, I think that's a good point to quit drinking mutation forever. Azrael has like 0 willpower. I never like I keep in mind other uniques that have like no willpower, like Sonia and Nessos, but I never do it against Azrael. I guess that's an important thing to keep in mind for when it comes to dealing with Azrael. I would like to not die. Move or burn. But it was barely dealing any damage. Between the regen and the 3 pips of fire resistance, it was barely dealing any damage. I miss being able to heal like crazy from eating things, from buying from killing things and eating them. But it's fine because I'm not getting mesmerized. Like imagine getting mesmerized by a center warrior. And as I said before, like if I'm next to something, I'm just gonna delete it. Um, it's crazy. It's so insane. And I don't even have good unarmed combat yet. 18 is gonna be where I turn this off for a while, and we're gonna go back to unarmed combat because I am of the belief that the reason why I'm not deleting things as satisfyingly as I otherwise could is because I don't have a lot of skill in unarmed combat yet. Plus 3 double sword of protection, that's a weapon. That looks like something I should not engage in. You miss regen? I have regen. I have regen from being a troll. You can also get regen from an amulet. But regen the spell, I mean, okay, this looks like a ridiculous late early game bolt that kills you. But I am a bit too strong for it to just kill me. Like, I can actually stand a chance. Getting hexed by this would suck. Okay, biting off more than I can chew. Pretty good stuff. I think it's very funny that going into Dragon form was a straight up just an armor class increase, whereas for pretty much any other character it would be a decrease. How's that guy not poisoned? Whew, okay. I think we're mostly done with this ridiculous late dungeon bolt. Potion of 3, a bit too late. More slime creatures. Can I be waterlogged by a water elemental? Because that's what killed me earlier today. In dragon form, I mean. They can't engulf. If they can't engulf, that's super convenient. Because I think that Nagas cannot like constrict me. Ooh, Rupert. Rupert has a 55 to completely wreck me. I have silence, so that's not the right thing to do. Let me hero finesse breathe silence. Oh, I just two-shot Rupert. That's some big boy damage. All right. What does Rupert drop? More talisman. Well, that's funny. Oh, the new sources of Fragile and the change to Constriction has made the middle game a lot more dangerous. Why? There is really no need. Like, the mid game is already the worst part of the game in terms of threat that the player gets presented with. Why buff it? Why make things more difficult? Like, that's how it's been for literal years, almost a decade at this point. Everything is just making the game harder and continuously making the game harder. This is a crazy D15 bolt. Man, that is quite something. The fire skills are or whatever, but the storm skills, those storm skills are crazy strong. Oh, I didn't do orc. I just remembered. I just noticed I didn't do orc. So that's harder. You think you rushed out 3-4 wins a few months ago, but the tower things in SOT 5 are really annoying. Yeah, when it comes to the Tesseracts, you really have to commit. Like, you either don't kill Sod Guardians, or the moment you kill a Sod Guardian, you just go. Because otherwise, bad things are gonna happen to you if you don't just go when you kill an Orc Guardian. Um, I always forget whenever I go into Sod, which doesn't happen very often these days. So it happens so not often that every time I go, I forget, and I just play like normal, kill a normal or kill an Sod Guardian, and then trigger that, and I am rudely reminded of the fact that I have to go. Yep, just go. Wow, these guys are a joke compared to the things that I've already fought against. Um, if I had gone here with Maw form, I think I would have had much more trouble. A Mystic Cache. Doing Arc after clearing basically depth level vaults seems nice and easy. I still should, play it a little bit safe, not just stab while completely surrounded. At the end of the day, I am a troll, and I have troll level defenses and HP. Um, the resistances are looking really good. What do I have? Orbs of Entropy. So that means my 3 pips of fire resistance are gonna go mostly unused. I got paralyzed, but it was fine. There was no big concern there. Um, I want willpower so I can do elf. I feel like I have the setup to do elf before Lure Branches, which is one of my preferred things to do because I don't like Lure Branches. 4 armor class and 2 strength. Oh, it's so expensive. It's so not worth it. Well, that was disappointing. Oh, this could be interesting. That looks like a bolt that could have some nice loot for me. I wonder if that's worth it. $17. Okay, I don't think we are gonna be doing that just yet. I think we're gonna do that at some point soon, but not yet. We have gotten some really crazy loot this game. It's wild. Okay, Shoals and Spider. The choice is simple. Okay, that is a statue form if I want statue form. Okay, that is really funny. 18%. Well, I think that we can silence Louise. Hero Finesse, silence Louise. We also silence Roxanne, so we just go goodbye Louise. Which Louise, I always say it, Louise is very strong in melee, so you should not trust that a scroll of silence is gonna be enough to get the job done, but I mean, I am a dragon form troll. My damage rating with unarmed combat is about 70. 70. So, willpower is bad in shows, but I have one source equipped. Should be enough to not get constantly hexed by all the hexers here. I'm still dying though. What's up with that? Um, tragic. Tragic. Look at that. The damage output is like I can tell you I was not expecting to be burst down the way that I was over a couple of turns. But alas. Commanders hit you with some primal wave or something. Yeah, I mean, but I thought that I had the HP and damage output to kill it before it did that to me, like before going down that low. But I think the problem was the harpies because harpies are very underrated. But if you don't have defenses, and I do not have defenses, they're capable of doing very large amounts of damage very quickly. Hmm. They used to steal my food. I'm glad that is not in the game anymore. Alright. That was bad in the sense that I almost lost the Dream Shard necklace, but we didn't die, and that's what counts. We did have to use a blinking, but it's fine. I have a good amount of them, which is pretty strange to think about. Normally I don't have a good amount of them, let alone as a troll. You used to love Gourmand, Deep of Gourmand Fast Firestorming. Yeah, I love that we don't have to use Gourmand to spam level 9 spells. Deep Elves could get Hungerlust casting anyway. Gourmand was more of a thing for Spriggans. For Spriggan spellcasters and Spriggan berserkers. Yeah, the Harpies. Keep an eye on my HP. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was still substantial amounts of HP lost. I lost like 70 HP, but losing 70 HP when you have 282 HP is like it's not that bad. it's not that bad. It's only when you're losing 70 HP every turn that losing 70 HP is a bit concerning. Wild Shape improves the wearer's skills with shape shifting. Huh. If you switch to wearing this amulet, your armor class would increase by 3.8. Okay. I don't know if I care. I don't know if I care. Like for now, if I lose the Dream Shard necklace, that's what I'm going to be using, I suppose. But for now, we don't need it. Plus 5 to skill. That's really good. That means it also increases my damage output, huh? I am almost at 300 HP with 13.8 fighting. That is so insane. I'm glad that the build pretty much fell on my lap. Okay, get over here, Kraken. We're not done yet. Oh, was that a second Kraken? What? Two Krakens? And I kill them both and I don't even take 100 HP damage? What? That is crazy. That is crazy talk. With these defenses, like one Kraken, I would not be surprised if one Kraken put me in really low HP, but I mean, I killed two and I wasn't even close to dying, so whatever. I like that this altar of Ru is surrounded by deep waters, so most characters need to sacrifice a potion of light to get there. Fits the theme of Ru. You could also put on a ring of light, I suppose. Um, Nothing there for me. Bye-bye, Merfolk Jab. When the lag resolves, okay. It's getting pretty laggy. Classic crawl.akrasiak.org tournament performance. Nothing to be surprised by here. Dragons can wear hats, or are they melded? They are melded. Okay, my console is still frozen. I cannot believe that the spectator window for tiles is reacting faster than my console. Like, what is going on? Look at how behind my console is. Like I'm one fight behind. This is insane. Look at that. That is so sad. Why exactly does that happen? That didn't used to happen. I should learn Blink. And by learn Blink, I mean actually cast it. Actually get the skill to cast it. Spriggan's Knife. It's a knife related to Spriggans in some mysterious way. For Spriggans, from Spriggans, by Spriggans. By Spriggans or for Spriggans, or maybe from Spriggans. I have never gotten the message that prevented me from dropping stuff over deep water. It's the first time in my life that I see it. Back in the day, you could just drop things in deep water and the game wouldn't warn you and you would just lose them forever. So many enchant weapons. I don't think we care about enchant weapon or enchant armor or anything. I think dragon form melts everything. Yep, melts all weapons and armor. NetHack vibes. Yeah, in NetHack you would indeed just... NetHack loves to punish you for the stupidest typos and lapses in concentration. Okay, yes, that is very much the normal experience here. Um, I think I might be a bit too low on HP to continue fighting. These guys are gonna catch up to me because of the water. It's Shoals 4. It's a bad level to Wreath Teleport on. It's gonna catch up to me because of the water once again. Walking away still removes its chance to hurt me before it jumped into the water, of course. And it gave me a little bit of regen, so it was the correct thing. Good luck in the tournament. Not even. Like, I have won 0 characters. I have also not played a lot, but I have won 0 characters, and I have played more than 0 characters. So I don't think, like, I'm not trying to compete on this one. It's the first tournament in a while that I don't win a character the day of the tournament starts. Like, yeah, probably the first tournament in maybe a decade of the ones that I've played, of course. And it's certainly the first one that I haven't won a character the day of the tournament start since I started streaming, which was 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago. I think it's 6 years ago. No, it was 6 years ago already, but my affiliate anniversary is in like March or so. I don't know. I just get notified and then I forget to do anything with that information. Would be nice if I win this one, so I can finally put something on YouTube. The Barnacled Rune of Sot is a mimic. Okay. Fire Starter. It's such a funny thing. Very, very funny weapon. Fire Starter. But funny does not equate good. It's funny. Funny also doesn't mean bad. It just means you could probably do better by using a one-hander and a shield, but you can win the game using these, and it will be funny. And it might kill you. That is the funny part, I suppose. There's no way to hit all of those guys. This guy has distortion. Very spooky. Oh, what's up with the distortion, guys? Where are all these distortion enemies coming from? Why did the game decide it was like, oh, because the rune is in there. That explains it all. I'm gonna Rift Delay because I don't wanna continue getting pummeled by these guys with distortion. Okay, no Krakens, please. No Krakens. All right, no Krakens. I got poisoned through poison resistance. Who in the world thinks it's a good idea to throw poison darts at a golden dragon? Like, I know I feel very silly every time I accidentally throw Curare at a golden dragon. It doesn't happen very often, but every time I feel like I just wasted a turn and potentially exposed a very valuable Curare dart to being destroyed uh, for something that's pretty much not gonna get any effect, right? Um, and then these monsters go ahead and throw poison at a golden dragon and it actually works. Monsters cheat. I should be able to tap Polyphemus, no problem. Yeah, no need to even hero or finesse. We have 16.2 unarmed combat and we're training fighting. I think we should think about not training fighting anymore, maybe training more shapeshifting. If I find a top end shapeshifting like talisman, I should put on the amulet of shapeshifting instead of the dream shard and just use the top tier shapeshifting talisman. Talisman of Death. That would be a top tier talisman. But I think you need 26 for it. Yeah, 26. So that means I need 21 shapeshifting, which is well within reach. Well within reach. Also, that doesn't meld armor, so I could use that and use these storm scales. Interesting. Definitely interesting. Do I want to do that? I would have to train armor as well. I don't know. I don't know. And maybe I do want to do that. It's death form. It does. Let me make sure. That it doesn't melt anything. Mutation suppress blood. If you put that amulet on even faster. Yeah, if I put on the amulet, I need 21. And I'm at 18, so I'm gonna do it when I go to 21, when I get to 21. I guess it's time to do Spider. Man, this sucks. First thing I fight and it does 120 damage to me. 120 damage. Oh man, all these fights are just doing unholy amounts of damage. Yep, it's normal monsters and they're doing crazy damage. This is so bad. I don't want to use my last Tilly, but I feel like I need to or I die. I hate this place so much. I should not be here. This place sucks. Okay, now 1v1, even an Emperor Scorpion doesn't stand much of a chance. The thing is that the nature of Spider, like you always get attacked by bands in Spider. That's just how Spider is, right? Salt. I'm not going to Salt. Salt is where people go to kill their characters. Or rather, Salt is where I go to kill my characters. Dragon Form never gets good defenses. Yeah. I mean, I have 300 HP. I would say that's a pretty okay defense. Salt is not great. Salt is a terrible place to be in because you die. And besides, why do like I don't want loot. Like really, I'm set off for the rest of the game when it comes to the loot that I have right now. So I don't think I'm gonna go salt. Yeah, I don't think that salt is good because it is very likely to kill you. Um, I like gauntlets a lot. I because you can go into a gauntlet and look without being threatened in any way whatsoever. Um, and if you don't see anything that's interesting, you can just not do the gauntlet. I never do salt, and whenever I do, it's very likely that I die. Yeah, I always try to do that, and I always get into a fight, and then a convoker appears, and the convoker convokes another convoker, and then I am fighting the whole level at the same time. Not unlike when you get marked in bolts. So yeah, the best thing to do is to just ignore salt. The crawl does that a lot, like pretty much throughout the entire game, where it baits you with loot into making really bad decisions that kill you. Um, Going into salt is just like a mid-game example of that. Sometimes it is correct to go into salt, because it is the way, like, to salvage an otherwise dead character, right? Um, but more often than not, it's just best to ignore it. It's not unlike if you have a treasure trove and the treasure trove asks you to get ostracized for your whole mana or for your whole piety bar. That one also got me the other day. I had a really strong Rue character and I took it and I lost Apoc, right? And then I was like, oh, I don't have Apoc, and then I died. Magical barricade bars your way. Well, that is annoying. You always need to be careful in Salt, also don't get surrounded by soft links with the enemy that has resonance inside. Yeah. It's very difficult not to be surrounded in Salt given that it is completely open. And also the Salt links are faster than you, so yeah, it's just designed to kill you. I really do not like Salt. The best thing that one can do when it comes to Salt is just to ignore it. And you could really say the same about a lot of crawl content. Like, if your objective is to win the game, you can ignore a substantial amount of the content, and he's probably gonna go well for you. Um, Losing full Python is a truly cruel fate. I mean, it was only temporarily, but I was not expecting it to take that long to recover. Mm, Stacking bones, yeah, Blood, Howl, Fear, Devastating Leaping Takedown. I feel like Warwick inspired a lot of depictions of werewolves in video games. What do you mean losing group piety is temporary? Oh, that's the effect of being ostracized. You lose the piety temporarily. You do get it back without making any sacrifices. You just have to gain experience. But I thought it was going to have to be just like a branch, a layer branch's worth of experience, and it turns out to be a lot more. I did like almost like 3 levels. I did 3 levels of a branch, and I only regained one of my pips of piety. It was really bad. Yeah, that's how it worked because of the ostracized effect. Normally, if you lose Rue Piety, you lose Rue Piety for good, right? And the only way to lose it for good is to abandon Rue. But the ostracized effect gives you a temporary loss of piety. I think Orbs of Entropy have the effect, and I have Orbs of Entropy this game. Orb of Entropy. Ill Omen? No, that's not the one. Which one is it? It must be the Orb of Frost then. Orb off. Yes, that trove. I think that trove may give you the effect of the ostracizing only if you're a worshipper of Ru, because I have gotten that one where you lose all piety, but I guess that losing all piety as a Ru worshipper is like you're never gonna take it, right? So maybe for Ru specifically, it gives you an ostracize for your whole piety bar. Yep, this effect. It's pretty messed up, let me tell you. I think that on most gods is fine to take, but if you're a Ru worshipper, maybe you shouldn't take it. Even with it being temporary, it lasts for long enough that unless you're a very strong character already, you should probably not do it. Um, like if you have not pressed any Ru invocations in a while, then it's fine. I don't think I want to be here. I don't like this one bit. I'm gonna hero finesse it. Oh, I really do not like this. I'm probably in a really bad spot. I don't know if I should try to reposition or if I should fight here. Oh, I think I got rewarded for repositioning. That was really good. Barely took any damage. I have no idea how I barely took any damage. Is Curse still in this or whatever it's called? What do you mean? Um, Describe the effect a bit more. If you mean cursed cursed items, I mean a little bit. There's a couple of items that curse themselves whenever you equip them, like the well, not quite curse themselves. It's a bit different, but like you have a bit of a penalty for unequipping them. Like the Obsidian Axe is one of those. Um, there's also wait. Convoker did get to convoke. Man, that sucks. We are gonna read Blinking because that Lich wants to one-shot me. Where you get the temporary negative aspects? Yes, there is some of that. Necosex have that now. Warp Body. Twists a creature's body with mutagenic corruption, doing a small amount of damage and inflicting a transient mutation. If the target is already suffering from multiple transient mutations, it will inflict Vitrify instead. Like the one that makes enemies copies of themselves. Oh, you mean Dooms and you mean Banes. Um, Bane of Mortality. When you are badly injured and alone, a Reaper may come to claim you. These Reapers will be immune to all damage from non-adjacent sources, so if your experience level is less than 14, will additionally be slow. At high experience level, multiple Reapers may appear at once. Yeah, Banes. Those still exist. The only way to get a Bane is to accumulate 100 Doom. Um, I like the Doom Bane system because it is I wish more things in Crawl were like that, where like it increasingly gets more and more worrisome up until the point where either you're about to get hit with the nasty effect or you already got hit but you know it's coming, right? A lot of things in Crawl are very devastating, just as devastating as getting a Bane, but do not give you heads up. It just happens. Um, and that sucks. That is so bad. I'm gonna drink haste and run for my life. Except that I can't. I am in a dead end. This is a dead end. Well, that is not good. I don't have any more tele. I think I'm dead. Mm. We might be able to survive these. This is the Lich, by the way. but I completely wreck it. Yeah, it just so happens to be that when you're attacking at zero point 0.3 delay, your blows are lightning fast. And your damage rating with unarmed combat is about 103. 103 base damage. Well, not. No, yeah, it is base damage. This is my damage rating. 103 damage rating with Hero Finesse. Um, where did I get that brilliance from? Why do I have brilliance? No idea. Did I get hit by chaos or something? Because otherwise, why do I have brilliance? Anyway, what matters is that I was plenty powerful to just kill all of those guys. Being hasted helped a lot to reposition. That's 21 shapeshifting, so I should try Death Form. I'll do it when the mark wears off and I go back to full HP. Cannot really risk it just now. Oh, wait. Put on Wild Shape. Put on Talisman of Death. 813 defenses, and I go back to my boring troll HP. I mean, it's 215, it's still a lot. Claws Drain, damage rating 64, but I have Draining Brand. Um, I am on death. I'm on death because that form, and I also get this Siphon Essence thing. It costs 20 mana, and you cannot spam it. I miss when you could spam it. It was so funny. Not sure what to think about Doom. It's either irrelevant because you're close to the threshold, or you close the threshold and you get a debuff. So it's not like Drain that always impacts your performance, or even the stat Drain, which always have some impact on performance. I like it because of the reasons that I already mentioned. It's like it doesn't do anything, but it increasingly gets more and more worrisome up until the point where it does do something, and at that point you're in trouble. But you had plenty of time to not let it get to that point, right? So as I say, I like it a lot. More things in Crow should be like that. You can also get that with Blade Hands, to be honest, but Dragon might deal more damage because Ox. Yeah. Mm, okay, 2111. Oh man, this looks so good. These are some big boy resistances. Now, the thing is, um, I would need to train armor. If I'm going to do this, I would need to train armor. I still hit really hard. Damage rating with an armed combat is 64. This form doesn't meld anything, but it does prevent me from drinking potions, of course. Really takes a long time to get rid of Doom as an undead. Um, is that a thing for all undead, or is it only for mummies? For all undead? Well, not like there is a lot of undead in the game nowadays. Um, Mummies and ghouls, unless ghouls are not here anymore. Shtawa, goodbye. Spells, we don't do that. Evocables, we don't do that. Not with -3. I still hit super hard. Dragon form is more satisfying, but I do think this is substantially tankier than Dragon form. Because I'm getting, highly enchanted armor now. And also I have better resistances and better defenses. I have 3 pips of willpower now, so I don't have to worry about getting banished. I think that one of my greatest concerns would be Dispel Undead, of course. So gotta keep an eye open for things that have that. That's not what I want. Deep Elf, Death Mage. It doesn't have it. What about the High Priest? The High Priest doesn't have it either. Okay. You have invested so much into shapeshifting, then you should probably go Storm. I don't like Stormform. I've never liked it. I tried it when it was introduced to the game a couple of years ago. I don't like it because it melts everything, and it doesn't give you insane armor class or insane HP. And those things are not to my preference. Siphon Essence? That is so funny. That form performs well when you also have armor and throwing, while you invested very little in these. Yeah, I agree. I do have to say that I also don't have an amulet of, or like not amulet, a talisman of Stormform, so I can't do it even if I wanted to. Gotta kill this guy before it summons a demon. Why do you have an Umbra? Where do you? Oh no! What? Oh no! Oh, it's a Death Knight. Okay, we're fine. Okay, time to Siphon Essence. The heal is bonkers. I kind of want to Wreath Teleport. I feel like if I was buffed, I could kill them all very quickly, but I'm not buffed. If it was Brilliance, then its brand shouldn't work on you. I'm gonna re-teleport. I'd rather play it safe. Oh, it doesn't exhaust you anymore. It just costs 20 mana. Spamming it is quite difficult. Oh, you're ready to Siphon Essence again, huh? Oh, they got rid of the exhaustion because the exhaustion is used in other things. So being exhausted for doing this would deprive you of all the other things. Makes sense. The exhaustion thing was probably short-lived. Well, when it was originally introduced, it was spammable. And I used it to a great extent. It was very funny because you could torment everything, even demons, even angels. And I used it, and then it got nerfed because I used it, right? And it got nerfed by having it exhaust you. But I guess they reworked the exhaustion thing into making it minus siphon. This is kind of messed up, not gonna lie. If I was still in dragon form, I would just breath weapon all of those guys. How come you could torment demons? I mean, that's how it was. That's how it came out of the box. And they changed it back. Well, not changed it back, but they nerfed it very quickly. I did a cigarette with it, like just spamming it. It cost crazy mana, but I don't remember how I did it, but I think I was what god gives you. It was not the shining one because shining one death form. That's not gonna fly. Um, it was not Maclev either. Hmm. I don't remember how it was. The setup. Was it Behemoth or Ru? And but I think it was Behemoth because Behemoth is really the only god that I can think of that would allow what I did. Man, it was so long ago that I don't even remember the character, like what combo I was playing. Um, because if I did, I could link it very easily. I could look it up and link it since I play all of my characters on the server. But you are not really regen is not enough. Man, it was fun. Those were funny times. Like those are the perks of do I get oh yeah, I do. Your curse nature makes it harder to dispel malignant energies from your being, reducing the rate at which you can recover from Doom and Banes. And what if I go back into dragon form just to wear off the Doom and Banes for a little bit? What about that? What are you gonna do about that game? Do I still have it? I don't have it. Close the door. Okay. By closing the door, I made it so that it could summon less things, because like it's not gonna summon things through the door. Close the door again. I feel like I kill things way faster in dragon form. My damage rating with an armed combat is about 99. Oh, it used to be higher because I was using hero. Okay, lots of recall. Very annoying. Fortunately, this level is almost completely devoid of enemies and nothing too nasty generated. You definitely kill faster, but not much defenses. Yeah, my resistances look so much better in death form. For elf, I'm going to go for death form. My unarmed skill is mediocre. It's 16. It's not that bad. I have 100 damage rating. If I want to have more unarmed combat, I can always press the hero button. Also, it's not like I'm not devoting my skill towards anything, right? Like it's just I'm a troll and trolls have trash aptitudes. Yeah, I understand. Mediocre means okay. Like I in popular lexicon, it is meant to mean bad or like pitiful, but in reality, that's just a misuse of the word. Mediocre means average. It just doesn't sound nice, and that's I think why people don't use it as average, even though that's what it means. Mm. Anyway, let us continue. I was thinking if I should turn off armor in favor of, fighting an unarmed combat. Maybe I should go to 22 unarmed combat. Nah, I should do it. Yeah, 22 because I can get 27 at will. I'm never opening that. Definitely not. It's an interesting character. Yeah, it's very strong. It's just a normal troll unarmed combat. Transmutations. Now that transmutations are not magic reliant. Like that was a big buff to troll. Because the statue form troll was for a very long time the dream. Um, and now it's doable. Now you can totally play statue form troll. You just have to survive to the point where you can actually make use of statue form and find it, of course. It's a lot easier than it used to be back in the day. Um, when people go shapeshifting on troll, they usually do something like Repo Man's version and use a statue form. Yeah. I mean, I do like statue form on troll. I love it. The thing is that I found dragon form first. I already have a statue form talisman. I mean, I could indulge in it. I really could, but I don't know if I should. I don't know if it's better than what I have. 38 armor class. Man, I kind of want to give it a try. It seems good. My armor class would increase by 24. I would go to 42.4%. Or percent to 42.4 armor class. That's quite something. That's quite something. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it to just to compare my like resistances. It's not terrible. Oh, it has harm. Oh, I don't want harm. I think I should drop it. I don't think I should be using a Granite Talisman of Harm. I'm just gonna blow up, but while slow. Some days ago you used Dragon Form on Cat because you wanted to have blood for sublimation of blood and didn't want to go statue form. Kinda felt less tanky that less tanky than Cat's base form. Oh man, that is so funny. Oh, Cats. Doomed if you do, doomed if you don't. I have not played a cat in years. Last time I played a cat, it was because someone gave me like $80 to play a cat, and I was like, okay, I promise I'll play a cat until I win one. And it took me like 3 attempts to win a cat. I think it was Cat Berserker. Um, Regardless, I don't like cat because you don't get to use so much of the game, and Cat Berserker is even worse. Um, you could wear the Shadow Dragon armor with Lich. Yes, I'm using Storm Scales actually because I found the Shadow Scales, but then I found Storm Scales and I picked them up. So that's what I have right now. Have I seen that guy's stats win rate players? He plays only Cat Berserker 15 runes. Ugh. Ugh. That's ugh. I could never. Like, I cannot even imagine it. That sounds like the antithesis of fun for me. Scarf of Resistance. I should put that on. Those are good storm skills. Scales, yeah. Good storm skills. They're really good. They're effectively gold skills. They just don't have the poison resistance. But I think I have another source of it. Oh, I don't. Well, my source of it can be being a dragon, I suppose. It's because Berserker is good early on, yeah. Cat Berserker with Talisman should be pretty strong, and other people said it wasn't strong. Yeah. The introduction of Talismans makes Cat more interesting, specifically Cat Berserker, because you get access to forms, so you can not be a cat. Undead is poison immune. Yes, it is. Let's go back to being a dragon. Let me drop some of these I'm not gonna use. That and this. Okay. So we keep the dragon form and the Talisman of Death. Okay. And now we should go do Spider because I have not done Spider. Man, what am I going to do for a third run in this character? I might do the Abyss because what else is there to do? Slime sucks and Bolts 5 sucks. It's the Abyss or Pandemonium. And I don't want to really do Pan in Dragon form. I guess in Death form, Pan could be okay. Like, I'm not going to get tormented. But I feel like something stupid is going to happen and I'm gonna die if I go into pan. Cat's base body. Cat's base body? Base body. Oh, yeah, it's not based at all. It's actually kind of tanky for its HP because you're small and you get +3 dodging, plus a bonus to unarmed and 0 fighting and unarmed aptitudes. It still has -2 HP and it doesn't get any kind of armor. It's tanky in the fakest sense of tankiness. Like it's a dodge tank, where one day you can go through the game, never go below 50% HP because nothing hits you. And then the next day you try to do the same thing and the second fight kills you because you just didn't dodge properly and you didn't have the HP to actually be a tank. It's very frustrating. It's very swingy and explosive, and I don't like that kind of gameplay. Yeah, I mean, you say the goal is to fix that through talismans. The point is getting to the talisman in the first place. Would be nice if Trog gave you talismans. When Jing was introduced, I thought Trog would be cool with Jing casting, because you're not getting the spells through books. But it was not the case, and I was so disappointed. Trog should totally be cool with Jin casting, then Jin Berserker would be very good. You would still have no intelligence. When you get many talismans spawning, they boosted the spawn rates. So it's like a rather consistent thing. Maybe that does make Cat better. I could tell you that I would try it, but I'm not going to. Like, I rarely play these nowadays. Like, normal characters, I have issues playing in terms of patience. So, like, I know I wouldn't have the patience to play a cat properly. Oh, Berserk Spider. That Berserk Spider dealt 140 damage to me through 18 armor class. 140 damage. It was one soul Berserk Spider because the Moth of Rat didn't do any damage. I was at full HP when this started. And the Berserk Spider, it was one. And it wasn't even like a big deal spider. It was a jumping spider and it dealt 140 damage. This is such a cursed place, such a cursed part of the game. I do not like Spider. Spider sucks. Oh, look at that, it's a Formicid. With a shield and a two-hander. I think I'm gonna Hero Finesse this guy. 78. Sure. In the past, you have won as Cat Berserker on the worst version for it, where you can use forms because no talismans. It was difficult, but not super hard. You made the mistake and bump strength instead of dex. Yeah, that is definitely a mistake. And you get surrounded, and suddenly you're at 20% HP. Absolutely, that's just cat moment. Or I guess it is a spider moment, being surrounded on a 20 HP, 20% HP. Same goes for Snake, really. The poison branches of Lure are so evil, through things that are not necessarily the poison. Like in Spider, the monsters themselves are super vile, and in Snake, it like the monsters are not that bad. There's less monsters, but they're higher quality monsters. I should go into that mausoleum. Berserk gives plus 50% HP. Yes, it does. What is this? The Robe of Clouds. Okay, I don't think I care. Lots of these artifacts that are robes are like, I have no idea why exactly are they still in the game. Like, no one wants to use a robe. Even if it's like a super spicy fancy robe, no one wants to use a robe. The only exception being the Robe of Folly, because it makes perfect sense for that specific item to be a robe. And it is for mages, and mages don't really care about their armor class if they just blow things up before they can start checking their armor class. Oh man, I really want to play a mage. um, I would like to believe that I'm gonna go out and do things over the weekend, but if I don't, I'll play a mage tomorrow. But I would like to go out and do other things than play crawl. I will be satisfied if this character ends in a win. That I can tell you. Yeah, this was not my best tournament, or rather, it was not the best conditions, the best situation for me to play a crawl tournament because I really didn't feel like playing crawl over these 2 weeks. I wonder if that um, if some of that is because of the terrible start that I had during the tournament. Oh man, oh man, Nicola got wrecked by the breath weapon. Oh, breath weapon, 3 dice of 28 times 2. Wow, those were some pretty good rolls then. If that two-shot Nicola. Man, Dragon Form is so fun. It's great because you do so much damage and have so much HP, and you even have a strong ranged option. No, I should march onwards to kill this thing before it gets too nasty. Yep. Okay. Surprise guests from Swamp. Oh, I suppose that's where the distant. No, okay. I really thought this was going to be where the mausoleum was because of the Ghostcraft, but I guess not. I guess they were just a special guest from Swamp for some reason. Okay, we found it. Ooh, boy! You cannot see it in tiles. You cannot see it in tiles. But look at what I just got. Oh boy. It improves the power and success of your summoning spells in proportion. Okay, that's funny. Is that supposed to be so that you can cast Dragon Storm or whatever it's called, Dragon's Call, in the scales of the Dragon King? It's gonna be a little bit difficult to get that going, you know? Maybe a Mountain Dwarf would be able to do it. Suit of armor created from the enchanted scales of a once mighty king of dragons. In his time, titans and lesser dragons struggled with him in vain, but as with all things, even he was eventually cast down and undone. Of his life and deeds, this is all that remains. The scales of the Dragon King. I think I should fight for that. It is the scales of the Dragon King. It's one of the most emblematic items in the game, and I'm a troll, and I can make use of them. Let's see what I would have to fight against in order to get them. Gloomy Chance Ghost. Minotaur Berserker of Trog, it's bad HP compared to mine. Gargantuan armor class. Going to that form. For the fight, let's see. Does this torment and death? Living foes. Boo, that sucks. $45, 36 plus venom. I think I could circuit in dragon form and kill it very easily. The thing is that I would be surrounded, and because of that, death form Hero Finesse makes a lot of sense. There is a torment monster in there. I didn't see it. I'm trying to see. Oh, it's a shapeshifter. Starcursed Mass. And the flying thing. What flying thing? I don't see any Lurking Horror. Oh, yeah, Is there a Lurking Horror in there? I don't see it. Oh, there is one. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think I beat it without or with the aid of that Lurking Horror. That would actually be really bad. Oh, I forgot. My bad. Can I teleport in here? I do have two teles. I can reform. Yeah, I can reform. You feel a surge of unholy energy. In reform, my damage rating is 59, so it's pretty bad. Um, mm, you're stuck in your current form. I can cancel. There's another potion of cancel right out, so it's fine. Hero Finesse. That's Ghost Moth. Oh man, that guy had 45 armor class. That guy had 45 armor class. Jeez. Man, that's crazy. All right, pretty good. Let me death form and wear Dragon King. That looks so satisfying. That is quite something. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is. Oh man, I am probably going to die because I have had so many characters like this. Um, but if I don't die, that would be quite enjoyable. Um, I don't know if I care about anything else here. I think I just get out. This is where a tarantula confuses me and I die, mommy style. Yep. Yep, just having a mommy moment. Fortunately, unlike my previous mommy, this character is tanky enough to survive that. Still, I very much wish that it was impossible for a mommy to be hit by that. I think it would be nice. Especially because there is a god ability that removes confusion that you can obviously use while confused, but the insulting part is that it's a good god, so mommy is not gonna have access to it. The character most interested in making use of that is incapable of making use of that, and that is just cruel design, you know? No, I don't have mana for Siphon Essence. That's not good. We're gonna read Tele. Fortunately, my stack of Tele has replenished. My damage rating is 70, looking pretty good. I should have Hero Finesse. Like I'm of course not going to do it now that I am about to teleport away. Of course. You have played Mommy Chaos Knight, and there are two ways you can realistically get immunity to confusion as Mommy. 4 wins or on a Crystal Plate. Yeah, only those two ways. Rook can remove confusion as well. Rook can remove confusion. Yes, you can. Okay, Mommy of Rune, that is a tech. I was playing Kiku. Doesn't prevent Ambrosia's Sun Potion effect. Oh, imagine being a super busted mommy and you have immunity to confusion and you feel good, and then some hits you with the ambrosia. The Horn of Herion. Okay, I might get that. I'm playing the tournament after all, but like it's not like I'm gonna get any banners for like uniques or something. That's a heavy maze. I would prefer a +0 maze over a heavy maze, you know? So I already fought off the entire bolt. I didn't notice. I'm just that strong. Okay. This I doesn't get old. Looking at this doesn't get old. Oh man. The funny part is that my orbs are orbs of entropy, the ones that do acid. So not having the resistance to corrosion kind of sucks. There was a guy with cloak of corrosion resistance, Nicola. Let me pick this up. And in fact, I should be wearing that instead of. Yeah, who needs a scarf of resistance when I can have resistance to corrosion instead? Enchant armor on the cloak. Sweet, 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 good stuff. Good stuff. Talisman. Um, I still have not seen Storm Form Talisman. So I cannot even compare them if I wanted to. Okay, I guess we go to depths now, and now the time has come to search for a way to get a third rune. Oh man. Stupid necromancer duplicating the amount of monsters that I have to kill. So annoying. I didn't see too many of the super nasty spiders in Spider, like the spark wasps and stuff. And of course, I didn't see them because this time I'm actually prepared to handle them. So the game was like, yeah, this guy has resistance and million HP, um, very accurate stuff. Like this guy is just too strong for that to be a concern. So let's not generate any. Am I skipping elf? Oh, I should maybe. I might skip it. Like what? The point of elf is to get loot. I don't need loot. I am good when it comes to loot. So yeah, I guess I'm skipping elf. Like, look at this. Does it look like I need anything else? Um, yep. The main reason to go elf is really to complete your character. Like you do it as soon as you can do it, and then your character becomes better. But if you don't need to do it, it's just putting yourself at risk and potentially increasing the likelihood of death by attrition because you get stuck in a nasty situation enough and then you have to blink away, and then later on you don't have that blink in salt and then you die, kind of thing, you know? So, like, there's no need to go there. Hmm. Distortion Reapers. That is delightful. And the entrance to Pan. This looks like a really nasty Depths Bolt. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these bolts in Depths because Depths, every level of Depths always has a bolt. And it can be a very teeny tiny bolt, or it can be something super duper nasty. Um, did I get blinked away? What do you do? Let me read this. Bolt of Flesh. How did I okay, let's read this. Surge of Chaos. Oh, Surge of Chaos. Okay, you blink. Wow, that was nasty. Okay, I need to get out of here. Oh, it was fine. Another Talisman of Death. Talking about nasty bolts. This certainly qualifies as a nasty bolt. Caustic Strike, that is extremely dangerous. It's the only monsters that I've seen in depths that has appeared as extremely dangerous. Fortunately, have the resistance, so it's not that bad, but it's still like, you know, I would prefer not to. Okay, Boris. You don't have this spell on death, do you? You don't have this spell on death. Bye-bye. My melee slows and weakens enemies, even if they are on death. Bye, Sushen. Um, I should probably Siphon Essence on Bye, Sushen. Because it's Torment, right? Okay. That was so easy. This is looking so good. This is quite a solid character. End game troll, am I right? If you survive through the nightmare that is often the mid game, the end game is just like something else. This is a great maze. I had access to the Maze of Variability. No, it was not the Maze of Variability. It was Firestarter. But this feels like almost better Firestarter because it's more enchanted. Not that I would use a weapon as a troll anyway. I feel like I always have to say it. Bodies 2. Kill me? I think not. Let's see if I get bodies 3 in depth 4. You know what this is reminding me of? It's reminding me of the early game, in the sense that I'm just really strong and things do not really pose that much of a threat. Which is insane. It's absolute lunacy that this is going this well. Oh, Big Ball Hell's Store plus 12 Pearl Scales. Yeah, that's like the first thing. What is with the loot in this character? Well, I mean, that's 10,000 gold. Not that I could afford it even if I wanted to. But why exactly am I getting crazy loot with this character? I guess the game really got sick of me dying with increasingly strong characters that should have no issues winning the game, and was like, okay, here you go die in Pandemonium or something, or the Abyss. But yeah, like it's not like I was making excuses anyway. Every time I play a character, if I say this character has no issues winning, it means if I die with this character, it's 100% my fault. That's what it means. I never really explicitly say it, but that's the implication. Oh, that's a gem. I want that. I just did this so fast that I got the gem. That I think I've never gotten the depth gem. Um, Midnight Gem. First time I ever get it. Pretty good stuff so far. Damage rating is 78. 78 damage rating. Insane amounts of damage. Characters with two-handers seldom get this level of damage. And on top of that, like it's 78 damage rating with draining brand. Um, Please don't destroy my corridor. Okay, I gotta get rid of this Earth Mage before fighting all of these guys. It's a lot of trolls. It's like two bands of trolls that generated very close. Because bands don't generate with so many monsters. They have like 6 or 7, sometimes 8. That dealt a lot of damage. What's up with that? Oh, that guy is Berserk. It's Berserk, but it doesn't look like a Berserk monster. That guy has distortion. Getting banished at this HP would be inconvenient. Please don't banish me. Okay. Kinda wish I was in Dragon form, not gonna lie. Dragon form would be good here. We're gonna tele away from this one. Free blink. So I don't know if I wanted to get blink deeper into that vault. The Siphon Essence effect is so crazy. I'm gonna put it on the quiver. Yeah, I can't siphon for healing. But you only heal like good if you siphon a lot of things. I don't like to siphon one monster only. Because you get like no heal. If I was an axe character, like axe character with that form sounds super good. Because you synergize between, like you have multiple incentives for being surrounded, right? Between the axe cleaving and the and the siphon essence, or more like when you get surrounded, like it's not gonna be nearly as bad as it would be for most other characters. All right, so time to get a third rune. Uh, yeah, I mean, the game doesn't give me any other choices or other options, you know? Like, it's between Abyss and Pandemonium because Bolt 5 is crazy. Um, Slime is crazy now. So, Abyss or Pandemonium. Your body is warped painfully. It just deals a little bit of damage. Oh, I'm in Abyss 4. What's up with that? I just noticed I'm in Abyss 4. I was like, Generation is a little bit spicy. But it's because I'm in Abyss 4. Fortunately, I hit super hard. And because I hit super hard, I am not really struggling. Oh no. That is going to be annoying. I wonder if it's a good idea to dragon form here. To like emergency dragon form. I actually didn't take that much damage. The Deva blocks your attack. You have Flux Bubbles. I don't have Flux Bubbles. Flux Bubbles work instantly. Is that the point of Flux Bubbles? Breath Weapon? Bye-bye. I should carry some Flux Bubbles then. What's up with the Blink Frogs? They are vaguely themed around the Abyss, but Abyss 4. You detect the Abyssal rune. Hey, okay, let's go over there. Hero Finesse, you cannot drink potions. I was gonna haste. Cognito Gaunt. Weissenhel's corpse, animated not by conventional necromancy but by the mournful malice of dead stars. Its psychic eyes, floating disjointedly from its body's movements, relentlessly burrow through its victims' minds. Brain bites. Claw 18, cause confusion. That's very dangerous. Touch 14, extra pain to the living. Oof! It threatens living and it threatens dead characters. That's interesting design. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip the pain. Something confused me. I did read Tele before getting confused, so I would like to believe that we're fine. I'm gonna glow explode. I might die from it. Death. That is a status effect from being in death form, I suppose. Hmm. Can I please teleport away already? Hey. Okay, now I would like to get out. This could be an inconvenient thing to fight at this HP. Yeah, it was fine. Maybe cancel the contem. I would need to drink a couple of potions. Yeah, and I'll take the mutations. I think I could even like death form instead, so I don't get malmutated. You feel your constitution weakened. Your body sometimes grows weak upon taking damage. That's a shame. Pretty good. Um, your magical contamination has faded to a safe level. Sweet. I'm glad that I blinked in, because I always try to fight through that vault without blinking in, but this time I got crazy blinking, so I was like, let's just skip the trouble and actually just blink in. Because what would have happened otherwise is that I would have fought through all of that, and either I would have been in a very bad position, and I would have had to teleport without the rune, or I would have been teleported away in the middle of a fight without the rune. So either way, I was not getting the rune um, if I was not doing what I did. What is up with the monster generation? I'm getting completely pummeled by monsters here. Hey, gateway leading out. Let me. Yeah, okay, 3 runes. 3 runes. What's that? Maxwell's thermic engine. Closed drain. Yeah, sure. I mean, we're at the point in the game where we are actually dealing so much damage that we kill Hydras through their heal with no problem. It is quite the nice point to be at in this game. I just wish it happened before the end game. We should read magic mapping. We have a lot of them. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This could be a bit of an issue. I'm gonna hero finesse this just to play it safe. No need to risk anything. And what am I going to do with all this piety? Take it out of the dungeon? Delightful. So with 27 unarmed combat, my damage rating in death form is 96, about 96, which is absolutely insane. I wonder if I should train shapeshifting to 26 for real and put on Dream Shard necklace. You know, Amulet of Life Saving. I should inscribe it with Amulet of Life Saving. Um, you just steal the orb and do what exactly? My theory has always been that, like, obviously the main character in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup is a very evil character, right? Because it invades this place and kills thousands, and then steals the most valued relic of this place. So it must be for nefarious purposes in the surface. Um, for means of or like goes into the dungeon to acquire the means to enact supreme evil in the surface with the power of the orb. That or the orb could just be considered like a nuclear device if you think about it. Like, you pick it up and then you start glowing, so it might be a nuclear device if you think about it. Careful with this. I can drain them all, but I'd rather not be surrounded. Yeah, I'm immune to miasma. Feels nice to be immune to miasma. That's not something that happens to me very often. Regen amulet. Well, that's a bit too late for that. Maybe it's also a box of perfume. Following that idea would be nice if you could just atomic blast panlords every once in a while. If you glow explode, glow explosions are kind of that. Well, nowadays they're pretty nerfed, but way back in the day, you could get so much glow, so much contamination, that the glow explosion would literally cover the entire screen, and the damage scaled with how many tiles were covered. So you could actually just one-shot panlords by being supremely contaminated. Uh, well, you could, but you couldn't. You could do it in Wiz mode because it would also do untold amounts of damage to you. So you needed to be in Wiz mode to survive it yourself. um, yeah, playing around in Wiz mode in this game is pretty funny. You get to do a lot more things than in NetHack, where it's just like you're playing the base game, but you cannot die. In Crawl, you can do some really silly things. Could make you slow or something. Yeah, the Orb of Sod being an actual useful item would be a great decision in terms of gameplay. Like, incentive to do Sod 5 before doing Extended, incentive to pick up the Orb with all that entails before doing Extended. Um, if someone coded that, I think the developers would not be opposed to merging it. We got Undead Hunter, so we have a collection of Unrandards, increasingly growing collection of Unrandards. Undead Hunter has Deathbane. It used to have Disruption. It inflicts significantly more damage against the undead. Significantly more damage is like almost triple the base damage, but still the damage rating is 45. It would be more if I, had training in mazes, but it is not to be this time. I'm still gonna carry it around for my collection. All right. I would like to believe that I'm pretty close to being at max piety. Once you get to 6 pips of piety, you're not at max piety yet. You're at 160. You're at 4/5 of the way towards max piety. Max piety is, of course, just like a reserve to make heavy use of in SOT 5 against the many horrors that I'm probably going to be fighting against. So yeah, I would be surprised if I dropped down to 4 pips of piety, or to 5 pips of piety. I meant. Mm, 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 mm. So far, so good. And yep, this is an absolutely solid character. Ooh, Vivi. Hmm. Hmm. Non-living. Siphon Essence needs to, or like only hurts living, right? Man, I miss when it hit living angel and demons. I don't think it ever hit the undead, but I think it did hit living angels and demons. Um, well, you cannot use that against BB. It would be nice to use it against BB. I think I just straight up win if I buff, and by that I mean I hear finesse. I think I just straight up win. The thing is that I'm going to do it in the most safe position possible, like right around here. I'm not gonna be ganked by something. Well, oh come on, that's not real. I was like, okay, it's full, it's surrounded by tiles that I've already explored. Like I'm back to the wall, which means that I won't be surrounded by enemies. And then I buff, and then a Quicksilver Dragon appears. It's not gonna shoot through BB. I would like to believe it's not gonna shoot through BB, but if it shoots through BB, um, I'm going to be in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, like if it shoots now, then I lose my buffs, and that would suck. I do kill BB just by punching. As I said earlier, I have what it takes to beat BB. Now, if I was to fight Tiamat, I think I also have what it takes to fight Tiamat because I have Torment. And then I also have Scrolls of Torment, right? So I can Torment and then I can Scroll of Torment. And then I just punch Tiamat like 2 times and then Tiamat explodes. Um, this character is very well equipped to deal with these kinds of things. Oh, Manual of Shields. That would have been a great thing to get earlier in the game. Sure, I'll get it. Not that it's gonna do a lot at this point, but I'm so strong. Shape-shifting is totally a carry skill. Um, of course, you need unarmed combat as well, which is very expensive. Like, both unarmed combat and shape-shifting are very expensive skills to train because you have to train a lot, but it's a carry skill. You train it and you win the game using it. It's wonderful. Read magic mapping. Let's see what we have here. Trap layout. This is annoying. These are the... No, that's not the Tesseract. The Tesseract is like over here or something. I would like to haste. So I wonder if I should just not be in death form for these. I wonder if I should be in dragon form so I can drink a potion of haste. Can haste then transform, but then I lose a lot of turns of the haste. And it's not like I need to be in death form. I can be in dragon form, and I'm still really resilient. Look at this. Dragon form, 1812, 415 HP, damage rating of 119. Do you keep resistance to negative? I don't. I actually lose it all. I would like to believe that. Oh, no resistance to corrosion. Yeah, entropy is resistance to corrosion. Both of. Oh, it's draining and corrosion. Oh. All right. No, I see what you're talking about. I should probably be in that form then. I feel like my haste is gonna run out at the most inconvenient moment. Okay, there it is, the first Orb Guardian. Okay, drink haste, drink might, drink imbius, drink brilliant. No, not brilliance. Drink enlightenment. Equip or like put on the Talisman of Death. And now here we go, Leroy Jenkins. I should have used resistance. I don't think it matters. Imbiz lasted for like 3 turns. Yep. Feel the power of Salt begin to gather his forces. Gotta kill that before it slows me. I'm going in the wrong direction, but I think that blinking over these makes sense. Oh, I did go down to 5 pips of piety. That's interesting. Okay, no more haste. I have so much blinking. Might as well make use of it. No! What do you mean by that? No! No, dude. My bobs. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have more, but come on. That is the single most annoying thing that can happen to you in SOT 5. Like, straight up. Why can't those guys even generate with... Oh, thank you. Okay, I wonder if that is because I have the rune. What dealt... Okay, I think that I should start running for my life. Okay. Sure. Okay. Wow, I'm getting completely hosed by these blinkings. I really wish I could haste. What if we duel the Orb Guardian and during the duel I Dragon Form and haste? Yeah, what if we duel this Orb Guardian? I would like to haste. I mean, I don't need to, but I really would like to haste. I mean, I don't want to tap these guys. I want to run in, grab the orb, and jump into this teleport trap. And haste would help a lot for that. That is my plan. Um, I'm probably gonna die here. It's looking really bad. If I was not with Okawaru, I would have access to Scroll of Butterflies, and Butterflies here would be the best. It would be the ultimate thing to do. Okay, now I kind of want to uh, duel again and go into death form and kill Norv Guardian and then get out and drain them. And you may be thinking, oh, you don't have any mana, but I do have potions of mana. And I'm pretty sure I will not lose the mana that I get in the duel. Um, oh, Kawaru will return your health and mana to whatever they were before you issued the challenge. Letting you shake off any damage taken during it in the blink of an eye. That's so funny because it's the opposite of what you want, of what people used duel for back in the day. Back in the day, you used to be able to duel and then win the fight and then heal to full and then get out and be very healthy. And for some reason, they got rid of that functionality of duel. Anyway, I'm probably dead. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm probably dead. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. In fact, that is very bad. I'm held. I think I'm dead. Okay. I am so dead. Oh, you know what I did? I was like, okay, I mean, I'm dead, so let's just try it. And then it worked. Ah, it could have landed me in so many other places, but it landed me in a really bad spot. Okay, I think I'm dead. Yeah, I mean, we had a run. It was a run indeed. Oh, blink. Where's the tele trap? There is a tele trap. No, there is no tele trap. Um, expel all the creatures they have back into this reality, as well as dazing even those which they have not. Um, remember when I had 8 scrolls of linking? I miss those times. Those were some good times. No way it's not dealing enough damage. What do you mean is, oh, I'm weakened. Oh, why am I weakened? What weakened me? It's too far away. You know what I should have done? I should have turned on training for these things before killing the Tesseract. Literally before killing the Tesseract, and then I would have access to blinking, because there's no way that doesn't give me enough experience to get that. Yeah, they're dazed. They're not stunned. They're dazed. So I might be able to do it. I wish I was hasted, not haste plus slow. That's very inconvenient. I need to get over here. Like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I still have not picked up the orb, mind you. But if I survive this, I might be able to do it. I'm gonna read teleport. Not great. I wonder if my best option is to spam heal wounds here instead of trying to move towards the exit. I tried to blink again. Doom befalls you. Huh. The Herb of Entropy vibrates. The Bane of Multiplicity. That one is... Enemies in your sight sometimes split into clones of themselves. That's so funny. Okay. Okay, that was trash. Get me out of here. That was such trash. But we lived. I used to have a lot of blinkings. Maybe do bolts or elf to work Bane off. Oh yeah, maybe I should. I was gonna run in right away, but you are right. I shouldn't do that. I'll go Sod 1. I didn't do Sod 1. I did do Sod 1. I was under the impression I hadn't done Sod 1. Okay, did it all. I did bolts. I guess we're gonna do elf. But yeah, you're right. Having multiplying in Sod is probably not the greatest thing. You know what? I'm going to be in that form for this. This should not be difficult at all, given that I almost beat the game already. I don't like that blinking is now semi-controlled in SOT. Like, what was the point of that? Also, I got really hosed with my blinkings. I don't know. There were some situations there that were lucky and some that were so unfathomably unlucky. But I killed the Tesseract at least, so I don't have to deal with a million monsters when I go back into SOT. Interesting troll letter, but very pricey. Oh, -4 intelligence. Yeah, cannot quite. I mean, the Tesseract days was pretty good. Yeah, I was reading the Tesseract, and when I saw Tesseract days, I was like, okay, that might be my Wincon. And it was my Wincon. The teleport was also really good. I'm glad that I decided to teleport instead of trying to run towards the exit. That was a really good decision as well. Do you confuse? 1%. 1%? I got confused earlier. Oh, that's very funny. Um, the orange crystal statue shimmers and splits apart. That is very funny. How long until... Oh, it's 0.6. It used to be 0.4, wasn't it? Well, I'm gonna have to gain pretty much a whole level. Gaining a whole level is fine, because I'll get a little bit more HP to handle SOT. Man, these guys are a joke compared to the hell that I already fought through. I cannot believe I got banished by that killer clown. That was the beginning of... that was a shard strike, man. This is a strong character. Yeah, that was the beginning of the disaster. Getting banished by that killer clown. Why? I was tabbing it precisely to avoid that, and it still did it like first opportunity it got. It was insane. I cannot believe I didn't die. That was crazy. If I win this, it's gonna be funny. But I like that whole situation is pretty much a synthesis of what I don't like about this game. Like I feel like that was very much out of my control, and I just got lucky. You know, I got really unlucky, and then I got really lucky, and then I survived with no resources left. I did achieve an important thing that I needed to do in that level, so now the rest of it, like when I go back, it's gonna be easier. But still, that didn't feel good. Heavy content, but it's fine. Yeah, we can glow explode a little bit. We are, after all, in death form, and so I won't be malmutated. You probably don't need to rush the Tesseract as much. I was not. I was going to rush the Tesseract originally, and then I was like, okay, there's too many things here. I'm just gonna go for the orb and get out. And then that didn't go very well, but I survived. These guys got duped, right? That's not good. 29, 50. 29, 50, okay. Let's try not to die here. I don't have silence. I thought I did have silence. And that is a bad spot. Yeah, it was like, elves, just get in there and drain them. I was like, drink attraction, cannot drink. Okay, nice little heal. Crystal Spear mean versus 10 evasion, yep. And now you know why I'm almost dead. Well, not anymore, but that was pretty nasty. How's... Oh, my blink is at 41. Well, it is at 41 in Lich form, right? And I am wearing gold scales in Lich form, so no wonder it's at 41. We're about to get rid of the Bane. I'm glad I saved this little bit of experience to get rid of the Bane. I wasn't planning on it, but it just happened. That is very nasty. 71 and then 41 force lance and then 52 iron shot and then why exactly are the nastiest monsters being the ones that get to be cloned? Why couldn't it be, the high priest? Having to fight 4 high priests is a little bit easier than having to fight all these knights. They're knights, they're not annihilators. For me, they look the same color because I have not changed them. Like, the colors were changed a while ago and I never fixed it. Man, imagine dying here. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Oh man, that is so funny. That is so funny. It's so nasty too. Like, oh, an annihilator, and then it's not an annihilator. It's 3 annihilators. That's 3 Blade Masters. The copies are not really strong. Like, they spawn debuffed, slow and weak. But that doesn't matter for a mage. If it copies a mage, it's super nasty. The binds lose their grip on you. Oh, we're about to be free from the vein. Almost there. Almost there. Hmm. It has 5 slaying. You can do a bit of slime one. Oh, we're not done. I mean, I guess I can go to Sot and kill one thing. I'm more afraid of slime one than I am of going to Sot and killing one thing. Yeah, like I do, but it's negligible. The slime one you can back out. I know. I still don't want to. How's this looking? 30%. Please don't split. If that guy splits, that would be pretty nasty. Ooh. I don't want to get another vein. A bane of multiplicity upon you is lifted. Imagine getting it again right away. That would be the worst. If it happens, I might quit the character. It's so funny how when I started I had 8 blinkings. I did a whole loop pretty much with blinking, and now I have 1. I had 2 and I had to use 1 earlier in SOT, or like not in SOT, um, in Elf. Come on, explode. Sweet. It turns out that Torment is quite the tool if you can use it at will. That ability is worth the 26 shapeshifting, not gonna lie. Oh, Blink is at 11%. My small troll could indeed cast Blink. Let's go. Man, the spellcaster troll. This is the most educated troll there ever was. Casting Blink. I cannot believe it. Casting Blinking Gold Scales. Casting Blinking Gold Scales with 4 intelligence. What a feat. Yeah, 14%. For me, might as well be 1%. I really wish I could hit that guy from afar, like properly, but I don't have any evocations skill. Surely Explosion 1 gets the job done. Surely Explosion 1 gets the job done. Yeah, there we go. Only 2 charges. Also really good emo play. I do agree with you there. Not to pat myself on the back, but I really liked how that performed after I tormented the guys. That was what I needed to trigger the explosion. You don't really get to emo a lot in the late game, but when you do, oh boy, when you do, it's good. Electric Golem, not afraid. Killer Clown. Oh, this is the guy that banished me earlier. Time for me to enact my terrible revenge. I should hero finesse this. Are you serious? No! Why? Stop! Okay, surely there will be an exit right around the corner, because I have the rune, right? This is not real. What is this game? What is this garbage game? Why is that thing in the game? In SOT too. Like, that's the craziest part. I'm just trying to finish the game here. I don't need to come here. I already have the rune. Get me out. Where's the portal? You cannot write this script like this is real. This script would get rejected for being too comical for a Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup character. Surely I can just staff through all of these guys. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Banish me? Plus 10 glaive. Oh boy, I sure like being immune to torment. Acid Bluff. I have the resistance, right? Yeah. Important to check for the Orb of Entropy. Don't do it again. Oh, I have banishment immunity. The game doesn't tell you, but right after you get out of the abyss, you cannot be banished right away. Um, it doesn't last for very long, though. Yeah. All right. Let me rest off my damage. I cannot believe that same guy banished me twice. 2 times. Unreal. Okay. Oh man, what a struggle. Should have taken that glove with you. Yeah, that's the Player's Bane. I should have taken it with me and named it that, Player's Bane. I like hitting extremely hard. 82 damage rating with 22 unarmed combat. With 27, it's a lot higher. 98. That's the effect of using hero with like for its maximum effectiveness. That's what 16 extra damage and also a little bit of faster attack delay. Um, wow, man. It's my first and most likely only win in the tournament. That was very painful. That was a roller coaster. I wish I had trained so I could put on the Amulet of Life Saving. That would have been really useful in SOT. But it doesn't heal you. It doesn't heal you. That is the thing. It prevents a death blow and it summons a bunch of dudes to help you, but it doesn't heal you. I wish it healed you at least a little bit. Um, Man, under 3 hours, dude, that's crazy. All of that happened and it was under 3 hours. Oh man, under 3 hours. Speed Demon 3. I didn't even try to get Speed Demon 3. It just happened. Oh, I'm free. I might play more, but I don't think, like, definitely not today and maybe not at all. Because as I said, I want to go out and do stuff tomorrow. And on Sunday, I don't think I'll have enough time to get a character in on Sunday. But who knows? I might do it. I might do it if I am not too tired from my foray into the real world tomorrow. Anyway, I think that's it, and I'm pleased that I can put that on YouTube. So yeah, see you around, and I guess consider subscribing and following and all that stuff if you want to. Yeah, see you around. Bye bye, bye bye.